Are you aware that billionaire investor Ron Barron predicts a 700 return on your Tesla stock investment? Ron Barron is among the numerous investors who are still optimistic about Tesla's shares despite its recent volatility in the stock market. To find out more about this, keep watching. Barron Capital's Ron Barron remains optimistic about Tesla even after the company has dropped by almost 40 so far this year. Since 2012, the renowned Ron Barron has included Tesla in his holdings, long before the company's shares reached previously unheard of heights for the car sector. Barron anticipates that the shares will continue to soar for the next 10 years. His fund has already made $6 billion on its initial investment in Tesla. The creator of Barron Capital, an asset management company committed to generating growth, is Ron Barron, an American investor and mutual fund manager. In a recent CNBC interview, Equity Investment Solutions, according to Barron, he anticipates Tesla will generate enormous profits that will eventually raise the company's capitalization to almost $4.5 trillion. For Tesla, which is presently valued at $670 billion, to achieve Barron's valuation, it would need to rise by 57 from its current levels. Barron has been a longtime supporter of Tesla, having originally invested in the business in 2014 through a combination of his own assets and those of his clients at Barron Capital. As of November 2022, the billionaire owns a combined interest in Tesla valued at over $4 billion. Furthermore, Barron isn't done placing bets on Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla. We have made a great deal of money with Musk, even in the middle of the pandemonium caused by his new Twitter endeavor. Barron stated that because Tesla's cost per share is so low, roughly $13, the company accounts for about 40 of his Barron's Partners fund. Barron's company manages assets valued at around $40 billion across 19 funds. A number of those funds, such as the $700 million Barron Focused Growth Fund and the $6 billion Barron Partners Fund, have placed significant bets on Tesla. Although the two funds have returned 31% and 23% so far this year, respectively, they still have strong long-term gains due to the significant spike in Tesla stock in 2020 and 2021. Over the previous 5 years, the Barron Partners Fund has generated an average net annualized return of over 25%. Before holding his investment conference last month, Barron told Forbes that Tesla will be the biggest and most profitable corporation in the world. Approximately 5,000 investors and media representatives crowded into the Metropolitan Opera House in New York City for the Barron Investment Conference, which brought together Ron Barron and his numerous retired investors. It was the first time the company had been permitted to have its yearly meeting since 2019. A few CEOs gave talks, including Elon Musk of Twitter and Tesla SpaceX, who also made an unexpected appearance and was interviewed by Barron live on stage. Barron Fund's portfolio managers also gave presentations. Barron has also shared his positive outlook on Tesla shares. In my estimation, it will reach 500 and 600 by 2025, and in 8 to 10 years, we should have reached approximately $4.5 trillion. According to Barron, Musk's recent remarks that Tesla would surpass both Apple and Saudi Aramco combined in size, implying a valuation of more than $4 trillion, are accurate. At the computed value of Barron's optimistic assessment, the entire strategy is based on the assumption that Tesla will sell around 20 million cars annually and dramatically scale its business over the next 10 years. In 2022, Tesla expects to sell slightly more than 1 million cars. If he produces 20 million automobiles annually at a cost of $50,000 each in 2030, he will have brought in $1 trillion in sales and had an operational profit of about 30%. Barron clarified, saying that you get to 4.5 trillion by multiplying the $300 billion in operating income by 15 times. It should be noted that no robots nor driverless cars were included in Barron's calculations. For automobiles alone, Tesla's long-term argument appears to be fairly strong. Tesla still maintains a respectable auto business, even in the event that FSD is assumed to be here to stay. Furthermore, most people are prepared to wager that Tesla's AI capabilities will increase its addressable market by a factor of 10. In around 8 to 10 years, even without such, Tesla's valuation appears to be reasonable. According to Tesla, they want to sell 20 million cars by 2030, and Ron Barron seems to believe that this is doable. To ensure that aim is accomplished, Tesla will need to put in a lot of effort and develop a model that costs less than $30,000. As previously noted in a pre-event interview with Forbes at the Barron Investment Conference in November, Barron expressed his opinion that Tesla had the potential to surpass all other companies in terms of revenue and market share worldwide within 10 years. In an interview, Barron Capital stated that it has 19 funds with a combined asset value of approximately $40 billion, many of which have significant investments in Tesla. The Barron Partners Fund has invested $6 billion in the automaker, while the Barron Focused Growth Fund has approximately $700 million worth of Tesla shares in its portfolio. Although Tesla's shares have dropped by about 50 since the year's beginning, the automaker still counts. About 45% of one of Barron's largest funds.
Right.
Barron noted that even while the two funds are down roughly 31 and 23% in 2022, respectively, they still have significant long-term gains. Moreover, the Barron in the last 5 years, Partners Fund has returned more than 25, the average net annualized return, and Barron appears to view Tesla's declining stock price as an opportunity rather than a turnoff. Barron also has experience with bear markets, having started the company with approximately 21 declines on the SP 500 index 40 years ago. A year ago, Barron saw great prospects to purchase low. Today, nothing is cheap. In fact, the opposite is true. According to Barron, growth stocks have been severely impacted by increased interest rates, and equities are extremely inexpensive when viewed in that context. And the markets are falling and everything is red. Barron acknowledged that it might be difficult at times, but that is precisely the moment when his purchase and hold strategy is most crucial. His funds, which often have relatively low turnover, have persisted in making purchases when the time is right, only selling when the market conditions shift or the portfolio has to be rebalanced. He clarified that despite the chaos, the businesses we invest in should profit and expand. The markets will eventually level off. Barron continued, projecting a rebound by the end of 2024 and a return to equities doubling every 5 to 10 years, roughly where they were in November 2021. According to filings, Barron Capital is among the top 20 shareholders of Tesla, holding 11 of the company's equity in its portfolio. Most other funds allocate little more than 5 or 6 to Tesla. Despite this, Barron recognized that both his funds and Tesla had a difficult. He also used the phrase relative, noting that investors are prepared to be patient and give us some leeway due to our excellent long-term performance and low turnover. Tesla Bull highlighted the business's rapid expansion in terms of sales and production, and also expressed optimism about the automaker's ability to continue raising its profit margins. Notably, for Q3 2022, Tesla has kept up a notable growth in both vehicle production and deliveries. In the quarter that ended on September 30, 2022, the EV firm reported 343,000 deliveries, a rise from little over 250 the previous year. Furthermore, Tesla's revenue for the quarter exceeded $21 billion, a 50% increase over the same period in the previous year. Over the past few years, Elon Musk's privately held rocket company SpaceX has seen active investment from Barron Capital CEO Ron Barron. The company has contributed close to $500 million in investment rounds in the past, including $100 in earlier this year when SpaceX achieved an evaluation of over $125 billion in May. We're going to buy more SpaceX whenever it's released. Barron stated it has incredible potential. According to his prediction, the company is expected to achieve a $150 billion valuation in the upcoming investment round. The billionaire investor predicted that the manufacturer of electric cars may generate $1 trillion in sales by 2030 in a 2018 interview with CNBC. It could be a $500 billion a company or a $500 billion business, in my opinion. That's more likely than not, in my opinion. The multi-billionaire in 3 years, the buy and hold investor said the company might be worth $60 billion. He continued, I give that maybe 80% chance even if Tesla shares would plummet by 50% in 2022. Barron continued to believe that his company's position would be profitable in the long run. I'd buy more if I could. For more content about Tesla stocks, don't forget to subscribe to this channel.